Nokia, which evokes a golden era of mobile communication, is today a sleeping giant. For many of us, this name is associated with our first mobile phone, which was often indestructible. But did you know that Nokia's industry dates back well before the era of mobile phones? It was in the 1800s. Today, we're going to explore the rise and fall of this iconic company and how one man's idea revolutionized the world of communications. The story of Nokia begins in 1865 with a Finnish mining engineer named Fredrik Hidestam. In its early days, Nokia was just a simple paper mill located in Tampere in the southwest of Finland. And at that time, the demand for paper in Europe was strong, and Hidestam quickly saw an opportunity. In 1868, he moved his operations to Nokia, a small town located near the Nokian-Virta River, just 15 kilometers from Tampere. Thus, the name Nokia was born in 1871, inspired by this place. But before moving on to Nokia's industrial expansion, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss all our new videos. There will be plenty of new ones every week. And of course, you can also come and join the Entrepreneur Mindset Club by clicking on the link in the description and in the first pinned comment under the video. Returning to Nokia under the leadership of Destam and his partner Leo Mechelin, Nokia Limited quickly prospered. After becoming the largest paper manufacturer in Finland, the company began exporting its products across Europe. A pioneer in the industry, Nokia innovated by adopting new production methods and building its own power plants to fuel its operations. This is what is called vertical integration. And in 1915, Nokia became the first Finnish company to be listed on the Helsinki Stock Exchange. After Fredrik Hidestam's death in 1916, Nokia continued to evolve. After the First World War, the company diversified into the electrical industry. The Second World War brought significant changes. Despite its proximity to the Soviet Union, Finland maintained economic relations with Scandinavian and Western countries, allowing Nokia to become a major exporter. In search of growth, Nokia focused on acquisitions. In 1967, the merger of three companies, Nokia Finnish Rubber Works and Finnish Cable Works, gave birth to Nokia Corporation. This new entity produced a variety of products ranging from shoes to tires or even cables or even televisions. And in 1970, finally, Nokia begins to take an interest in telecommunications. The acquisition of Solora in 1984 allowed Nokia to launch the Mobira Cityman 900 in 1987. A cellular phone that quickly became iconic after being used by Soviet President Gorbachev. In 1989, Nokia launched the first. Your input is not a valid metric system unit. Please provide a valid metric system unit to convert it to an imperial system unit. System. Yes, it was in 1989, followed by the first global system for mobile communications call in 1991 by Finnish Prime Minister Harry Olkeri. And in 1992, the Nokia 1011, the first global system for mobile communications was launched, revolutionizing the mobile industry. This phone could store up to 99 contacts and had a talk time of 90 minutes. The years 1990 and 2000 marked the golden age of Nokia. The Nokia 9000 communicator, launched in 1996, was one of the first smartphones in history, with features such as sending email and web browsing. Although this model did not meet great commercial success, it paved the way for future innovations. The Nokia 8110, nicknamed the banana phone in the Matrix movie, is another iconic model. The Nokia 6100 series, launched in 1998, sold over 41 million units, marking Nokia's rise as the world's largest mobile phone manufacturer. The famous Snake game, pre-installed on the Nokia 6110, also contributed to the popularity of Nokia phones. With the arrival of the iPhone in 2007 and the rise of smartphones equipped with touch screens, Nokia began to lose ground. In 2008, Nokia still reacted by launching its first smartphone with a touchscreen, the 5800 Express Music, but it was already too late. Nokia's revenues fell by 30% in 2009, while iPhone sales were exploding. Stefan Elop, a former Microsoft executive, became Nokia's chief executive officer in 2010. Under his leadership, Nokia partnered with Microsoft and launched the Lumia smartphone range in 2011. But these efforts were not enough to reverse the trend. On the contrary, it even amplified it. And in 2014, Microsoft acquired Nokia, thus marking the end of the nerve. Although Nokia was not able to adapt quickly to the market change, its legacy is still considerable today. From its humble beginnings as a paper mill to its peak as a leader in telecommunications, Nokia has left a lasting imprint on the industry. So, the fall of Nokia, once the undisputed leader of the mobile phone market, can be attributed to several key factors. Already the lack of responsiveness to market change, Nokia was not able to quickly adapt to innovations and changes in the smartphone market. The introduction of the iPhone in 2007 by Apple marked a revolution with its touchscreen and its application ecosystem. Nokia, on the other hand, was slow to adopt this new approach, preferring to continue producing traditional phones. Another key factor marking Nokia's failure was its dependence on Symbian and the failure of MeeGo. Indeed, Nokia had long bet on its Symbian operating system, which had clearly become obsolete compared to the more modern operating system, like Apple's iOS or Google's Android. Although Nokia tried to develop a new MIGO operating system in collaboration with Intel, this project never reached the maturity necessary to compete with market leaders. Then there were also inconsistent management strategies. For example, Nokia's management made several questionable strategic choices. For instance, the company took its time to adopt Android and preferred to partner with Microsoft to use Windows Phone, an operating system that never really took off. Even big companies like Microsoft mess up sometimes. And this decision distanced Nokia from market trends and made it less competitive against manufacturers adopting Android. There was also an app ecosystem that was very weak. Unlike Apple's App Store and the Google Play Store, Nokia's app ecosystem was really limited. App developers preferred to focus on iPhone's iOS and Google's Android, which left Nokia with far fewer attractive apps. Another key factor in Nokia's decline is the increased competition, which affects consumers like us. The rise of Android phone manufacturers like Samsung, HTC, and LG has intensified the competition. These companies quickly adopted new trends and technologies, surpassing Nokia in terms of innovation and market share. There was also a slowness in innovation. Although Nokia was a pioneer, with iconic models like the 3310, which is indestructible, the company then missed several opportunities for innovation. Touchscreen smartphones, applications, and integrated services were areas where Nokia was behind, very far behind even. And then, to top it all off, the loss of strategic partnerships was also decisive in Nokia's downfall. Poorly managed or missed strategic alliances also indeed played a role. The partnership with Microsoft to use Windows Phone failed to create an alternative to iOS or Android, and Nokia was ultimately forced to sell its mobile division to Microsoft shortly thereafter, in 2014. In conclusion, to summarize, the fall of Nokia is a combination of internal and external factors, including strategic errors, a lack of responsiveness to technological changes, and strong competition. Although Nokia tried to recover, the damage was too great for it to regain its leading position in the mobile phone market. In the end, Nokia's story is important because it is a lesson on the importance of innovation and rapid adaptation to technological changes. And despite its decline, Nokia remains a pioneer and a key player in the evolution of the telecommunications industry. Now, tell me in the comments if you've ever had a Nokia, and in your opinion, how could Nokia have recovered faster? Tell me that in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. Give it a little like, share, comment. We'll see you soon in the next Entrepreneur Mindset video. Bye.